And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And bulldozing his way through. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now with third down. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they'll go on the ground. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are in. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. These nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford, and it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because
and they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take
got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'm a bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
Any money in company, nah, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the not the crumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone send them. Well, opposition, they move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, lucky charmy, told my jeweler left her call me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'm
above average.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping at NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a pair of cleats. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already live. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the
yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm on the it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog, swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 13 yards that time of the first. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he displayed a nice little hurdle there, but not a whole lot of room on the back end as he's taken down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, go here!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry. Always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
22!
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Stafford. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
Let's go, guys!
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out now come the Lions. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Hey, go here!
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hey, 22! Hey!
On 1st down, Stafford here. Incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, catch made, right side by Wilson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And, oh, here's a flag down. Boy, it's tight enough back there now. This will need to come out even quicker.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Stafford, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for New England. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now the juke. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to maneuver. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for, because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Hurry!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Stafford now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after this bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
Addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden.
Stafford on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra... And they'll go on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot. And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage. A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his first down throw, Stafford. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 21. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10, Stafford again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll run it here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6-man, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down at Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this is going to be incomplete. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 50, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
22! Hurry!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And his throw is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Now he'll throw it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.
Really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red. Tell them you don't need nothing. Got like and they can't go enter. New Cadillac was I said, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a in hand. What you see before you what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in the fullback.